Good morning, everyone. I am back for our next childhood wound, and today we're going to be talking about the neglect wound, and that can be emotional neglect as a child, not getting the attention you need, or being emotionally connected and getting love and feeling loved when you're a child and going through that process. Another is physical neglect, and that's not being properly watched after, where you can get hurt easily because you're not being watched after, or say that you're not getting, you know, enough food. You didn't get to eat like you should as a child. Um, Also being abused. Um, that's that's all kinds of, forms of neglect. So with that wound of emotional or physical, you build up some things, and that inner child builds up things like struggles to let things go. It's hard to, release things, and you tend to hold on to things because of the trauma. You kind of latch on to some things, and it's hard for you to, to let things go. And I find it also could lead to being also harder to forgive, because it's hard to just let something um, go. Another thing is you have low self-worth. And so you don't see your value, you don't see your worth, because you was not given the emotional growth or physical growth as a child to help you develop those, to make you know that you are worth so much more than you think you are. The next one, you can anger easily, and that anger could be easily from not learning how to express emotions, because emotions wasn't expressed to you. So anger easily. Another is struggles. You struggle with saying no. So struggle you don't know how to say no, because it was it was not a choice as a child to, ever say no, or be heard, or emotionally talk to about your choices. And getting that option as a child, it was one way and that was it. So um your repressed emotions, again, that falls definitely, will fall with being emotional, and not emotions not being reciprocated back to you as a child. Kind of with myself, I have like um my mom didn't really tell us she loved us when we were little. She didn't like to say I love you to us. She didn't say it to us. So it was kind of a weird thing for us to even say, or to express. So you kind of you press that emotion back, because you didn't know what it was, because you didn't learn it as a child. So and I didn't learn it as a child, because I didn't learn it from my mother, and I did not have a father around. So I did not learn that. And so a lot of my emotions, I repressed them, because I didn't know how to express them. I didn't learn how to. Um, Fears of being vulnerable. So you you fear that, because if you are neglected physically, you fear being hurt. So you don't want to put yourself out there, and so you don't want to have that vulnerability out there to others, because you have that fear of the neglect that comes with it. So, and then what happens is you normally attract people who don't appreciate you or make you feel seen. And and actually, I understand that, because I when I talked about the one yesterday with the trust wound and usually attracting bad people, and that's what I did. I attracted a bad person, and then I learned not to attract bad people, and then I attracted people who did not see me and did not value my worth. And so that's what I later attracted, because that's I saw the abusive person, and I went through that, and I kind of was like, okay, I'm not going to go through that, but I still had this other wound. I still had these wounds that I needed to deal with that, and I attracted not someone seeing my worth and my value. Um, so to work on these wounds, of course, is to acknowledge that inner child, and give yourself that space to heal, and just letting that inner child know and recognizing it. Also practicing self-care, self-love, self-worth, doing all those kind of practices to learn how to value yourself and value your self-worth. Also journaling your emotions, to learning to express yourself and those emotions to come out and express yourself. Also with not being able to say no, learn how to set boundaries. And that I struggle with setting boundaries. That's one thing I actually still struggle with, is setting boundaries, and I'm still working on that. Again, go after that, get that professional help. You know, they will always have us ideas as well, and they also can help you kind of work through your emotions and express your emotions. And also, my end thing to tell you is focus on something that nourishes you. That's going to help you with your self-worth and self-love. You want to focus on something that nourishes you, so that you're putting value back into yourself, and you're seeing that. So, I went way over than I wanted to, but that's fine. Um, what I wanted to say is also go on great meditations, and they have inner child healing meditations. They're guided meditations, and they're wonderful. So go to Great Meditations and look. They have so many meditations, and go to the inner child one. Okay, so try out a meditation that will help you kind of break some of this down, and I hope you took something from this and it helped you in some way. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye.